Thanks, Hamish. Australia's recent political history has example after example of MPs being caught out for misconduct in their personal lives, some correctly and some incorrectly represented in the media. Do you believe that Premier Berejiklian will be judged differently, specifically more harshly, than that of her male counterparts, should they be in the same position because of her gender? Will her strong track record of leadership be jeopardised by today's revelations, and do you believe this is fair?
Of course, we're talking about the revelations of the Independent Commission Against Corruption.
Look, I certainly hope that Gladys is not judged on any of her personal life. I wish her nothing but happiness in her personal life, and it would have been a very tough day for Gladys today, and I felt for her about those personal issues coming out in the way that they did. Must have been very difficult. But at the same time, we do have an issue, and from a federal perspective, we've had issues around land deals regarding Badgerys Creek Airport, paying $33 million, including GST, for a block of land that was worth $3 million, and then leasing it back to the same people for $1 million, and they happen to have given significant political donations to the Liberal Party prior to the last election. So I think that these issues and issues today at ICAC revolved around, again, land around Badgerys Creek. One of the things...
To be clear, there's no allegation against her. Has she done anything wrong that you can see?
Look, that will be up for others to go through. I was on a plane back from Adelaide. There's issues with regard to her knowledge of what was going on and Mr Maguire's conduct. But she certainly shouldn't be judged for the fact that she has a relationship with someone. That's her business as far as I'm concerned. Consenting adults, that's no one's business except for hers. But I do think, from a federal perspective, I want a National Integrity Commission. I've seen enough evidence about a whole range of issues, sports rorts and other scandals that have happened at the federal level, to know that one of the things that ICAC has done is expose corruption. And we need a National Integrity Commission to restore faith in the political process.
Just to be clear, because Labor in New South Wales is calling for Gladys Berejiklian to resign, are you?
Well, they conduct New South Wales. My job is to be the federal leader.
Sure, it's just a question of whether you agree with your state colleagues.
I haven't looked at all of the detail, but I certainly don't think that she should be judged on any personal issues. I make that very clear. I know Gladys, I've known her for quite a while. I wish her well. But I do think there are real issues around her government and what she knew.
You're obviously someone that similarly likes to keep your personal life private. What do you see when you see a leader going publicly like she did today and answering questions, deeply personal questions that she'd always intended to keep to herself? What do you make of that?
Well, I think some of the detail that I've read, and I've only read it, I didn't see the evidence, isn't appropriate that detail be made public. It
is not?
No.
But that came out as part of the ICAC process.
Indeed, but it was connected up. Some of the fact of the relationship was always going to come up because they were talking on the phone in these taped recordings about events where Mr Maguire, who I've never met, frankly, was talking about getting some pecuniary interest from it.
But you think elements of what we all heard today, should not be public?
Well, I read one thing in particular that I don't think there's any public interest.
What was that?
It was a term that we wouldn't use on ABC TV.